Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we have Field of Dreams League beginning on May 17th. We're going to do about a week, maybe a little bit longer. I want to go through May 25th. I'll explain the reason why I'm doing that. I'm going to go from the 17th to the 25th. Anyway, welcome to everybody who's watching. What you see on the screen is slate of today's games right in front of us. I am not going to spend a lot of time going over the slate of today's games or the standings, since most of the people watching this are very in tune to what's going on. We spend a lot of our time on Discord talking about this, going over the standings. Everybody pretty much knows where they stand. And so, what I'm going to start doing is playing these games in sequence. Today's first game, and if we have enough time, we'll have a second, but today's first game that we're going to play is Amazing at Tampa Bay. They're fighting for the lead in the Water Division. But in the meantime, let's do these in sequence. We're going to autoplay Hadley Lake at Michigan. That game ends in Hadley Lake defeating Mid-Michigan 4-2. Hadley Lake evens the record at 17. Mid-Michigan drops to 10-25. Mossy the winner, Jackson the loser. Keeler went 3 for 4 with a double. World's Worst Gamers saying hello. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. And Forever Remain 90 is in the house from Germany. In game 2, Chico's at Lehigh. Lehigh defeats Chico's at home 8-6. Lehigh's record goes to 22-14. Chico's falls to 18-16. Wade the winner. Schaus the loser. Lindell 2 for 5, his 9th home run with 4 RBIs. Game 3, San Francisco at Degens. And San Francisco defeats Degens 8-1. Degens' record is now 18-17, and San Francisco improves the record to 14-24. Nichols the winner, 5-2. Bernhardt the loser, 3-4. Dawson 2 for 4 with his 4th home run and a double. Long Island at Horsefeathers. Horsefeathers currently in first place in the Earth Division. Horsefeather wins 8-1. Their record goes to 21-12. Long Island drops to 16-17. Morrow the winner, he's 1-1. Howell the loser, 3-4. Lemon goes 3 for 4 with his 3rd home run and 2 RBIs. And here we get the game of the day, and we're going to, instead of hit auto, we're going to hit play. Let's go down to the field. And we did double check all the manager files. They're all up to date. David Lando stops by to say hello. Thank you for coming by, David. And in that case, we're just going to hit the computer lineup. There they are. Let's go down to the field. Welcome to Memorial Coliseum for today's game between Amazing and Tampa Bay. Bobo Newsom gets the start for Amazing. He's made 7 starts on the year, is 5-2 with an ERA of 2.79. His first start against Tampa Bay, he'll be opposed by Sandy Koufax. For Tampa Bay, he's made 7 starts on the year, is 3-3 with an ERA of 3.62. His first start against Amazing, it's 75 degrees, wind speed 8 miles per hour, in from left center field. Play ball! We go down to this beautiful LA Coliseum, which was done by Mike Silver, if I'm not mistaken. Slash Deep Gaming stops by to say hello. In let's go over the lineup for Amazing. We got Rollins at short, batting first. Maddox in center field, batting second. Utley at second, batting third. Schmidt at third base, batting fourth. Howard, it sounds like a Phillies team to me, at first base, batting fifth. Lazinski, the DH, sixth. Worth in left, batting seventh. McBride in right, batting eighth. Ruiz catching and batting ninth. And once again, Newsom is doing the pitching and not batting at all. In the field, we have Moon in left. By the way, Moon did play in the LA Coliseum for the Los Angeles Dodgers when they first moved there. Davis in center, Lascano in right. In the infield, Lansford, Murray Wills, Grich, Don Baylor at first, Roseborough catching, Koufax pitching. I don't really need to move that out of the way because of the way the picture's set. And we're ready to go. Koufax looks in, gets the sign. Pitch to Rollins. There's a foul ball. Let's do this again. There's a fly ball into shallow right field. It may not even make it out of the infield. It doesn't as Grich puts it away for the out. One up, one down. Gary Maddox stepping in. Gary Maddox on the season, home run, 8 RBIs. He's batting .246. Koufax delivers, and there's a line drive, base hit into center field. Willie Davis up with it on a hop. Maddox rounds first, goes back to the bag, and there we have the first hit of the game. Koufax now will face Chase Utley, batting a .194, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. Koufax checks the runner Maddox at first. Here's his pitch. There he goes. Maddox is caught stealing. He went on the first pitch. 2 down now in the top of the first. Utley still at the plate. Here's Koufax. Struck him out at the end of one half an inning. It's amazing, nothing. And the Deluge Dodgers coming to bat. Tampa Bay, which it says here, and the Deluge Dodgers obviously are the same team. Batting first, Maury Wills at short. Wally Moon in left. Batting second, Heisel, the DH. Batting third, Johnny Roseborough catching fourth. Sixto Lascano in right field batting fifth. Davis batting sixth in center, and Lansford batting seventh at third. Baylor at first batting eighth. Bobby Grich at second base batting ninth. In the outfield, Worth, Maddox, McBride in the outfield. Schmidt, Rollins, Utley, and Howard in the infield. Ruiz catching. Newsom pitching. Newsom this year has a 2.79 ERA, 5 wins, 2 losses. He gets his sign, and here's the pitch to Maury Wills. There's a little dribbler up the middle. Rollins to first, but he does not get Wills. Wills beats it out, and there is an infield hit for the first hit of the game. Newsom checks Wills at first. I'm thinking he's going to run, but let's see what happens as Newsom gets his sign. There he goes. There's the throw. 8th stolen base of the season for Maury Wills. He's a hard man to catch. Here we go. Newsom checks Wills at second. Looks at Wally Moon batting .329 on the season, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Moon hits a ground ball. It's in the left field. Worth playing in because of that short left field wall. prevents Maury Wills, the speediest runner on the field, from scoring. So now there's runners on first and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Stepping to the plate, Larry Heisel, batting .294, 7 home runs, 16 RBIs. Wally Moon at first, not much of a threat to go, but maybe he will. Who knows? Let's see. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into left field. Worth backing up. He is going to put it away right at the wall. Wills is going to trot home. No throw. Throw goes into Rollins. And Tampa Bay takes a 1-0 lead over the amazing team. Johnny Roseboro stepping in, batting at .194, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Moon takes his lead off of first. Here's the pitch.
Strike 3.
He's down on strikes, 2 away here in the bottom of the first, 1-0 Tampa Bay. Sixto Lezcano stepping in, hitting .289, 4 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Moon still at first. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Actually, it was a line drive in the left field. Worth takes it on a hop. Moon is going for third. He is out. I don't think you can take too many extra bases with that left field wall so close to the infield. Good play by the left fielder, and that was Worth who gets the assist on that play. As we go to the top of the second, Tampa Bay 1, amazing nothing. Big Clue stops by. Nice to see you, Big Clue. Even though we spend all day together on Discord, it's always nice to have friends come by the page here to watch the games. Dwayne March stops in. Hi, Dwayne. I hope you're going to do a broadcast this weekend. We look forward to it, watching it. Here we go. Top of the second. Schmidt, Howard, Lazinski due up to face Sandy Koufax. Sandy Koufax, well, that was Willie Davis. Sandy Koufax on the year is a .355 ERA, 3 wins, 3 losses. On the season, he's going to face Schmidt, who's got 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, batting .238 or .236. My eyes are so bad I can't even tell, but here we go. Here's the pitch. Popped up to the left side. Will that make it out of play? We don't know. Lansford giving chase. He's chasing it. He is not going to get it as it's in the stands. Umpire throws the ball, a new ball to Koufax, and we're going to do this all over again as David Lando stops by.
Strike 3.
He strikes him out. 1 down here in the top of the second. Ryan Howard, 6 home runs, 18 runs batted in, .240 batting average. Koufax throws. Down on strikes, 2 strikeouts. Greg Lazinski, the DH, 6 home runs, 14 runs batted in, .220 average. Here's Koufax's pitch. There's a line drive right at Carney Lansford. Puts it away for the out. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Tampa Bay. Yeah, it does boggle my mind. Cutter Historical stops by and says that it boggles his mind that Memorial Coliseum had a baseball field on it. I've been to Memorial Stadium many times when I lived in L.A. The first time I was there for the 1980, there was a 1980 football game of some sort. I didn't really pay much of attention who was playing, so I can't tell you. But in 1984, I saw 2 events there. The Olympics was at the LA Coliseum. That was the Olympics the Russians were disinvited to, that the Americans did so well at. And also in 1984, I watched a few games of the inaugural season of the U.S. Football League and watched Steve Young quarterback the LA team in that league for that season. I think I saw Herschel Walker play for New Jersey one day there also. It was a was good football. It didn't last, but it was good football anyway. Here we go. Bottom of the second. Davis, Lansford, and Baylor due up. Davis hitting 227, home run, 6 RBIs. Newsom's pitch. Ground ball right back to the mound. Newsom to Howard for the out. One down, bottom of the second. Newsom to face Carney Lansford. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 268. Here's Newsom's pitch. Pops it up. Schmidt backing up into shallow left field. Now moving into foul territory. He's chasing it, and he puts it away for the out. 2 down, bottom of the second. Newsom facing Baylor, 7 home runs. Got off to a hot start, batting .226. 15 runs batted in. Here's Newsom's pitch. He walks him. I guess he was afraid of that 7 home runs in that short left field porch. Bobby Grich stepping in. No home runs, 9 RBIs, 255 hitter. Baylor on first. Newsom checks on him and throws. There's a bounding ball to Rollins at short. He's going to throw across the diamond to first. He's got him for the out. We go to the top of the third. Still 1-0 Tampa Bay. Koufax this inning will face Worth, McBride, and Ruiz, the bottom third of Amazing's order. Worth, 5 home runs, 9 runs batted in, .245 average. Koufax's pitch. Strikeout number 4. Koufax is on today. Stepping to the plate. Bake McBride in part-time action this season. He's batting .238, no home runs, 1 run batted in. Here's Koufax's pitch. There's a blooper in the center field. That's going to drop in front of Davis for a hit. Davis throws it into Wills. McBride on first for Carlos Ruiz, who's hitting $167. No home runs, no RBIs, only 12 at-bats in the season. Still early for him. McBride takes his lead. 81% chance that he's going to steal this base. Let's see what happens as Koufax fires. Ground ball back to Koufax. Only one play. It is to Baylor because McBride was off with the pitch. 2 down. McBride now in scoring position. Cut Historical says, Bernard, do you need screen sharing software to share your screen during live streams? I don't think so. I'm monitoring on a iPad, and it shows the screen on YouTube, so I don't know if there's a problem on your end. Let me know. Koufax to face the top of the order, Rollins. Rollins, 5 home runs, 12 runs batted in, .239. Popped to second his first time up. Runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right back to Koufax. Over to Baylor. The speedy Rollins almost beat it out, but he's out. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay will send the top of the order against Newsom, Wills, Moon, and Heisel. Wills, no home runs, 7 runs batted in, .211. Here's the pitch. There's a slow ground ball to Utley. He's going to quickly fire to first for the out as they get Wills, who had an infield hit his first time up. Wally Moon's 1 for 1 on the day. Moon batting .338, 3 home runs, 9 runs batted in, nobody on, 1 away. Newsom strikes him out. Larry Heisel stepping in with his 7 home runs, batting .294. Newsom winds. He fires. There's a ground ball. Rollins moves to his left. Smoothly as silk, picks it up, throws to first for the out. We go to the top of the fourth, still 1-0 Tampa Bay. Top of the fourth, as we fight for first place in this division, Maddox, Utley, and Schmidt. Maddox a home run, 8 RBIs, 252 on the season. Koufax throws. Fly ball deep in the left field, backing up his Moon. He is going to catch it at the wall. Unbelievable. He leaped and he caught that ball. What a play. One down. Koufax now to face Utley. 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 192. Off to a slow start with the average, but the 3 home runs are not bad. Here's his pitch. There's a fly ball into the spacious right field here in the Coliseum. Lezcano comes in a little bit and puts it away. Out number 2. Mike Schmidt, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, 235 hitter so far in the season. Koufax throws. He walks him. I'm afraid Mike Schmidt would scare anybody with that left field wall. Ryan Howard, 6 home runs, 18 runs batted in. The best news about that, he hits from the left side, and that right field fence is not as close as the one in left field. Koufax throws over to keep Schmidt honest. Schmidt is a threat to steal. Here's the pitch to Howard, and he strikes him out. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 1-0 Tampa Bay. Newsom this inning will face Roseboro, Lezcano, and Willie Davis. Roseboro, 191, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. There is a line drive in the center field. Maddox picks it up. He's going to throw to third because Roseboro is going to second. And that's a double for Johnny Roseboro. Didn't look like it was going to be a double, but it turned out to be one, according to Action PC. Mike Silver checking in. Hi, Mike. I love your park here. I'm assuming this is your park. Anyway, let's make Roseboro go away because Sixto Lezcano, 4 home runs, 12 runs batted in, 298 average, stepping in. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Here's Newsom's pitch. Fly ball in the center field. Maddox is backing up. He's got it. Roseboro is going to try to go to third. Here's the throw. He's safe. That ball was deeper than it looked. Or Roseboro was faster than he looks. One of the two. In any event, Roseboro is on third base. 1 away. 90 feet away from scoring for Tampa Bay as Newsom faces Willie Davis. 0 for 1 on the day. Home run, 6 runs batted in. 222 on the year. Here's the pitch. And there's a fly ball in the right field. That should be deep enough to score the run. McBride puts it away. Roseboro trots home. Here's the throw. He's safe. It is now 2-0 Tampa Bay. Sports Time Machine comes by. Thank you for dropping in. Newsom now to face Carney Lansford, who's 0 for 1 today. Lansford 2 home runs, 10 runs batted in. 264 average. Newsom now has nobody on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's a little dribbler to first base. Howard's going to pick it up. He's going to underhand it to Newsom. That beats Lansford to the bag. We go to the top of the fifth. The Tampa Bay team now leads amazing 2-0. Lazinski due up, followed by Worth and McBride. Koufax, this game, has pitched 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, struck out 5, and walked 1. Greg Lazinski, no home runs, 6 RBIs. 6 home runs, 14 RBIs. We're looking at the wrong column. Here's Koufax's pitch. He walks him. That is Koufax's second walk of the game. Lazinski on first, not much of a steal threat. Worth stepping in. Worth 5 home runs, 9 RBIs, 242. Koufax checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Strikeout number 6 for Sandy Koufax. One away, runner on first. Up to the plate strides Bake McBride. No home runs, 1 RBI. Only 22 at-bats for the season. Koufax throws, and is strikeout number 7. In 4 2/3 innings, Koufax has struck out 7 batters. Carlos Ruiz also only 13 at-bats on the year, batting .154. Lazinski still at first base where he was after he walked to lead off the inning. Koufax checks the runner, throws to Ruiz. There's a drive into deep right field towards the foul pole. Lezcano over to put it away for the out. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Tampa Bay. Don Baylor leads off for Tampa Bay, the number 8 hitter, followed by Grich, and then the top of the order, Maury Wills. Newsom today, 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Facing Baylor with 7 home runs, 15 runs batted in, .226 average. Here's his pitch. Strikeout number 3 is for Newsom. Bobo's looking good today. Bobby Grich stepping in, no home runs, 9 RBIs, 252 on the year. Here's Newsom's pitch. Line drive in the left field. Worth coming in a couple of steps, puts it away. 2 down, bottom of the 5th, top of the order, Maury Wills. Wills 1 for 2 on the day, beat out an infield hit in the first inning. He's batting .209. Here's Newsom's pitch. There's a blooper into right field, and that's going to drop in front of McBride for a hit. McBride picks it up on a hop, throws it to Utley. Maury Wills, one of the most dangerous runners ever to play this game on first base with Wally Moon up, who's 1 for 2 today. Batting .333. 2 away. Will Wills attempt to steal? Let's see if Newsom keeps him close. And he does. We get to do this again. Newsom in the stretch. Here's the sign. There goes Wills. Throw to second. And there's stolen base number 9. Pretty tough guy to catch, Maury Wills. Wills in scoring position with 2 away. Moon has a chance to put this team up 3-0. Here's Newsom's pitch. There's a blooper into left field. Worth's get it. Will Wills try to score from that left field's position? It's going to be bobbled by Worth. He's not going to be able to throw home. It is now 3-0. The Tampa Bay Deluge Dodgers. Well, that was about the only way he was going to score, is if Jason Worth had a poor play. And once again, I mentioned in my previous broadcast, as Buckshot stops by. How you doing, Buckshot? It would be really nice if there was a description of this play underneath poor play number 1. Who knows what he did? I said he bobbled it. Could have been anything. Moon at first. Larry Heisel at the plate. The DH with 7 home runs, 17 RBIs, currently batting .291. Here's the pitch. He walks him. Newsom having a little trouble this inning. Has 2 runners on, 2 away. And he will now face the cleanup hitter, Johnny Roseboro, who's 1 for 2. Roseboro, 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in, .203 average. Newsom checks the runners, gets his sign. Here's the pitch. Roseboro hits a shot into center field. Maddox coming in, takes it before it hits the ground to end the inning. Amazing gets out of it. We go to the top of the 6th with Tampa Bay ahead 3-0. Koufax now into the 6th inning. Will face the top of the order for Amazing, Rollins, Maddox, and Utley. Rollins hitting .236, 0 for 2 today. Fly ball in the center field. Willie Davis backing up. And he puts it away just shy of the warning track, 1 away. Gary Maddox stepping in, .250 hitter. He's 1 for 2 this afternoon. He singled up the middle in the 1st inning. Here's the pitch. There's another fly ball. This one to right field. Baylor backing up in the foul territory. Will he get it before it goes out of bounds? Oh, he gets it before it goes out of play. I almost said out of bounds. It is a football stadium. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Chase Utley stepping in 0 for 2 on the day. 190 on the season. Koufax throws. There's another fly ball. The ball's been hitting the air all afternoon. Davis under it. But he's not going to get this one. That travels into the stands. That is a home run for Chase Utley. That ball just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. Unbelievable. It is now 3 runners. Amazing's cut the lead. 4th home run. It went 390 feet for Chase Utley. Mike Schmidt batting .235, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, 0 for 1 on the day. Koufax just allowed a home run into the stands in center field. Let's see if he can settle down as he pitches to Schmidt. He settled down by striking out his 8th batter. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is now 3-1 Tampa Bay. Lascano due up. He's followed by Davis and Lansford, hitters 5, 6, and 7, facing Newsom. Newsom's team got him 1 of the runs back, which is what you need to do before you get to the 2nd run. Newsom throws to Lascano. He strikes him out. Stepping to the plate, Willie Davis 0 for 1. 222 on the year. Here's Newsom's pitch. Pops it up in the infield. Utley measuring this. And he puts it away. 2 away. As Carney Lansford strives to home plate. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 260 on the season. He is an American League batting champion. He won that championship with the Boston Red Sox. Here's Newsom's pitch. And he struck him out. We go to the top of the 7th inning, 3-1 Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay will send up, Amazing will send up Howard, Luzinski, and Worth. 5th, 6th, and 7th hitters to face Sandy Koufax. Here's Koufax's pitch to Howard. He struck him out. That's number 9 for Sandy. Sandy's pitching a good game here today. We'll face Luzinski, 6 home runs, 14 RBIs. Average down to 218. Here's Koufax's pitch. That ball is deep in the left field. I think this one is going to be caught by Wally Moon right in front of the fence. Boy, every ball that's hit the left field you think is going out. Mike in the truck stops by, and Al, Red Sox fan, is here. Thank you both for coming by. Sandy Koufax, one of Al Red Sox fans' favorite pitchers, is on the mound. He's thrown 120 pitches. This is for Al since you just stopped in. He's pitched 6 and 2/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 home run, 1 earned run, struck out 9, and walked 2. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. He now will face Worth. Jason, 5 home runs, 9 RBIs, 240 hitter. Nobody on. Koufax's pitch. There's another fly ball deep in the left field. What will happen here? And Moon puts that one away at the warning track. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, 3-1 Tampa Bay. Don Baylor followed by Bobby Grich in the top of the order, Maury Wills for the hometown team. They lead 3-1. Well-pitched game between Newsom and Koufax. Baylor 0 for 1. Here's Newsom's pitch. Fly ball in the right field. McBride coming in, puts it away for the out. 1 down, Bobby Grich steps to the plate, 0 for 2, batting .250 on the season. Here's Newsom's pitch. Here's another fly ball in the right field. McBride is a busy man. He's going towards the line, and he puts it away in fair territory. 2 up, 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Maury Wills 2 for 3 today and 2 stolen bases. He singled in the first. It was an infield hit, and then singled to right in the 5th. Newsom looks in, gets the sign, throws to Wills. He hits him. Hit by pitch. Well, I think Bobo Newsom decided to tell Maury Wills what he thought of his 2-hit, 2-steal day. He puts him at first. May not be a good thing to do because I'm sure Wills will take off on the next pitch. Wally Moon, 2 for 3 on the day, batting .342, steps in, hitting from the left side. Facing Newsom, who pitches from the right side. Newsom checks Wills at first. Here's the pitch. There goes Wills. There's stolen base number 10 and his 3rd stolen base of the day. Newsom should have just put Maury Wills on second base instead of hitting him. Runner now in scoring position. Represents an insurance run with 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Wally Moon, 2 for 3. Let's see what he does. He struck him out. We go to the top of the 8th, 3-1 Tampa Bay. McBride leads off, followed by Ruiz, the 9-hitter. Rollins, the top of the order. Koufax has pitched 7 innings. He's struck out 9, walked 2. Allow Gil Hodges to play first base. Well, okay, I think I'll do that. Unless Tampa Bay's manager has an objection, I'll wait a couple of seconds to see if you chime in. I'm not seeing anything. We're going to let Gil Hodges come in. Aaron Rowan to play center field. I'm guessing that this computer manager is doing just what it has been programmed to do. We're going to put him in center field. We have a better fielding Tampa Bay team out there right now than was in there the inning before. Koufax pitching to McBride. Here we go. Koufax walks him, his third walk of the game. Runner on first, 3-1 the score. Koufax to face Ruiz. No home runs, no RBIs, 143. McBride, most likely, even though he is a good base stealer, will not go 2 runs down. Let's see. Here's the pitch, but he went. And there was a pitch out by Koufax in Roseboro. The runner is out. And I should have been managing that team because I would not have sent them. 1 down. Ruiz still at the plate. Here's the pitch. Number 10 for Koufax. 2 away all of a sudden here in the 8th inning as the amazing team is their light is getting dimmer because there's only 4 outs to go. Rollins is up. 5 home runs, 12 RBIs. 0 for 3 on the day. Koufax throws. Fly ball in left field, but I think this one's going to be out of here. It is foul over the pole into the stands, but it went foul before it left the field. Koufax rubs up a new baseball. Looks into Roseboro, gets his sign. Rollins at the dish. Here's the pitch. There's a little dribbler down the third. Lansford barehands it across the diamond to Hodges. They get Rollins. He's out. A speedy runner, Rollins. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tampa Bay leading 3-1. Heisel due up. The DH for Tampa Bay, followed by Roseboro and Sisto Lescano. Newsom into his 8th inning. 116 pitches. Here's the pitch to Heisel. Fly ball in the left. Worth coming in. He puts it away. Johnny Roseboro up. Roseboro 1 for 3 on the day, 200 on the season. Here's Newsom's pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Rollins scoops it up cleanly. Fires to Howard. It's going to be out in a bang-bang play. Roseboro by a half step is thrown out by Jimmy Rollins. It's a great play. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Sisto Lescano 1 for 3, batting .291, stepping in. Here's Newsom's pitch. That looks like it's going to drop for a base hit, and it does, right in front of Gary Maddox, who picks it up, throws it to Rollins. Lescano on first. 2 outs. I'm not sure. The 4th run of the game would be considered an insurance run, but I'm sure Tampa Bay would like it. As Rowan steps to the plate for the first time, he came in center field as a defensive replacement, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, 255 on the year. Newsom checks the runner. Here's the pitch, and he strikes him out. We go to the top of the 9th, 3-1, Tampa Bay. Last chance for the amazing team to hold on to first place. I think they're 1 game ahead, if I'm not mistaken. There will be a tie for first place if Tampa Bay holds on for this 3-1 victory. Maddox, Utley, Schmidt due up. Maddox 1 for 3. Hitting .248. Can Koufax complete this game? Let's find out. Here's the pitch. Walks the first runner, which brings the tying run to the plate, something you don't like to see. in the form of Chase Utley, because Chase Utley earlier today hit a solo home run to right center field, made the score 3-1. That is his only hit for the day. Maddox at first. Koufax checks on him, throws home. He walks him. The tying run is now on base. The winning run steps to the plate in the form of Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, 233, 0 for 2 on the day. He is a dangerous hitter in a ballpark like this. We don't see any action by the computer manager, so let's see what happens as Koufax checks the runners. He struck him out. Number 11 for Koufax today. 1 out. Tying run still at first. Howard stepping in. Howard batting .234, 6 home runs, 18 runs batted in, 0 for 3 on the day. Koufax 150 for his pitch. That number just turned red. He's going to pitch to Howard. Here it comes. There is a ground ball to third. Lansford up with it all the way across the diamond. If that's fair, he's going to be safe. He is out. And if there was instant replay, they would invoke it on that play, but there isn't instant replay in our season, and there's 2 away. However, the runners do move up. Maddox to third, Utley to second. Utley represents the tying run. This is quite a 9th inning Koufax is pitching in. His number's still at red at 154 pitches. He's going to face Greg Luzinski as Koufax is tiring. Will he be able to finish this game? Luzinski has home run power, 6 home runs on the season, 217 on the year. I'll stop talking. Let's just see what happens. He struck him out. That ends the game. The Tampa Bay Deluge Dodgers 3, amazing 1, and they are now tied for the lead in their division. Tampa Bay 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Amazing 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. Great game by Sandy Koufax. Let's check the box score here. For the amazing team, there were 3 hits, so I don't think there's anything we can talk about there. And quite frankly, on these 7 hits here, there's not much we can talk to here, although Moon and Wills did get 2 of them. Maury Wills did steal 3 bases. We move down to the pitching stats right here. Newsom and Koufax both pitched complete games. Newsom's line, 8 runs, 8 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Koufax, who's now 4-3, Newsom is 5-3. Koufax 4-3, 9 innings, 3 hits, a single run, was a home run by Utley, 12 strikeouts, 5 walks, which he was accustomed to in those days, and 159 pitches. That's quite a game. As we go to the rest of the games for today, let's finish them off in the 17th, and we'll do them, and we'll glance at them after they all play. Dallas defeats Hagerstown 3-2. Both teams under 500, 13-19. Dallas 10-22. Hagerstown Young the winner, 7-2. Spahn the loser, 1-3. Soriano 2 for 4, his 4th home run, 2 RBIs. Carpathian squeaks by St. Pete 2-1. Hahn the winner, 2-5. Sosa the loser, 1-2. Green 2 for 4 with a double. In the second game of that doubleheader, St. Pete defeats Carpathian 6-5. Willis the winner to Culvey the loser. Both teams still under 500. Mid-Michigan defeats Hadley Lake 2-1. Mid-Michigan wins their 11th game. Hadley Lake falls to under 500, now 17 and 18 in game 2 of that doubleheader. Chico's defeats Lehigh 7-2. Chico's 19 and 16. Lehigh 22 and 15. Bowery the winner 4-1. Halicki the loser 3-3. Lindell 3 for 5. 3 RBIs with a double. And the final game of the day, Cleveland defeats T-ville. No, Cleveland loses to T-ville 6-0. Cleveland 21 and 13. T-ville now 9 and 30. They are not playing well this season. Heron the winner 1-2. Smith the loser 5-2. Williams 3 for 4. 3 RBIs and a double. As we glance at the standings, Cleveland leads Lehigh by 2 in the Win division. Horse Feathers over Berlin by 1 in Earth. Amazing and Tampa Bay, the two teams you just saw, in a virtual tie for first place. Canada over Freds by 3 games, but they're even in the loss column because Canada has 6 more games played this season so far than Freds, which accounts for that 3-game lead. Let's go to May 18th. We're going to play through this day. And in this day, we will briefly go over the games. Long Island defeats Manchester 6-2. Palmer the winner. Musial the loser. Euclid 3 for 4 with a double. Lehigh defeats Dallas 7-6. QO, I don't know who that is. 2-0 the winner. Winter the loser 0-6. Ethier 4 for 4, 2 RBIs with a double. Cleveland loses to Hagerstown 8-7. As Hagerstown defeats the first place Cleveland team. Hagerstown only with 11 wins. Necro the winner 3-0. Stanley the loser 0-2. Lynn 3 for 5, his 6th home run of the season with 3 RBIs. I'm assuming that's the same Fred Lynn you see there, who leads the league in batting. Horse Feathers shut out by Berlin. Guidry 6-2. The winner, Caldwell the loser 2-5. Stevens 1 for 3, his 3rd home run, 3 RBIs. Amazing comes back and beats St. Pete 8-2. Carlton the winner 3-5. Pittenger the loser 1-1. Mora 3 for 4, his 3rd home run and a double. D-Gens defeat T-ville 9-4. D-Gens now 19-17. Messes Zucker the winner 6-2. Johnson the loser 0-6. Banks 2 for 3, his 7th home run with 2 RBIs. Freds continues on their hot streak, 21-9. Deerfield Beach is defeated by Freds 4-3. They're 18-16. Cheeseboro, I don't know which one is right, 8-2. Waits the loser 1-4. Hop 2 for 2 with his 3rd home run of the season. The first place Canada team loses to Florence 12-6. Florence their 15th win, Canada their 10th loss. Raffensperger the winner 4-5. Trout finally loses a game. He's 9-1 after a 9-0 start. Bando 3 for 4, 2 home runs for number 3 and 4, 4 RBIs. And finally, Hadley Lake 8-4 over Carpathian. Henley 3-1, Sewell 1-3. Cross 2 for 4, 2 RBIs in that game. Briefly, Cleveland leading Lehigh in the win by 1. Berlin and Horse Feathers in a virtual tie for first. Great race. Amazing, a half a game ahead of Tampa Bay now. Another great race, and there's 3 great races going. All 4 of them are good. As Canada is in first place by 2 games, but Freds leads in the loss column 9-10. We go on to the 19th. We're going to play through these games. Lehigh defeats Dallas 10-9. Blue the winner, Hardin the loser. Cleveland defeats Hagerstown, Owen the winner. Flaherty the loser. Horse Feathers lose to Berlin 8-4. Kramer the winner. Killian the loser. Tampa Bay beats Mid-Michigan 7-4. Linscomb the winner. Passau the loser. Manchester defeats Long Island 6-1. Stafford the winner. Martinez the loser. Amazing wins again 10-4 over St. Pete. Denny the winner. Norris the loser. Degens now wins this game again 5-1. They are now 20-17. T-ville 9-32. Leicester the winner. Forsh the loser. My team Vegas defeats Des Moines 3-0. Sabathia now 3-3, who appears to have shut out Des Moines. We'll have to look at that box score later. Houghton 1-5, and I'm reading it as I read it. That is a Sabathia no-hitter. We'll go to the box score now. No runs, no hits, no errors. CC Sabathia throws a no-hitter against Des Moines. I'm going to congratulate myself. Can't wait to spend more time looking at that game later in the evening. As we go on to the standings, once again, Cleveland ahead by 1. Berlin ahead by 1. Amazing by half a game. And there we go there. Canada still leads Freds by 2. Let's go to the 20th. We'll play through this games. Those games are over. Instead of me reading all the scores, you guys can follow along with what you're seeing on the screen to speed up this broadcast a tiny bit. Let me just see if there's anything interesting. We have a second no-hitter in 2 nights. Mid-Michigan throws a no-hitter over Tampa Bay 6-0. Let's look at this box score. Ernie Broglio now 2-1. 9 innings. No hits, no runs, no errors, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. There it is. Congratulations, Mid-Michigan. As we glance down at the standings, there's really no change. Horse Feathers and Berlin still tied. Amazing and Tampa Bay still close. Cleveland and Lehigh close. And Canada and Freds close by. Let's go to 21. May 21st. Let's play through these games. Here we go on the 21st. I see that, can someone tell me how Chico's did? Let me go back to the 20th before I do the 21st. Chico's won 8-3 over San Francisco. I'm going to take a sip of water here before. I'm going to try to get one more game in after I do a couple more days here. Okay. If anybody wants to know their score, there they are. Take a look at it. If you need me to read it, let me know. I'm just going to go down to the standings. I just want to make sure we don't have any more no-hitters, although we've had 2 this week, so I'm pretty happy. Cleveland and Lehigh. Cleveland leads Lehigh by 2.5 in the win division. Berlin and Horse Feathers now tied. Amazing in Tampa Bay. Amazing leads by 1.5 games. And in the Fire division is an anomaly in the standings. Freds, who's doing well, 24-9. Actually, 1 game ahead of Canada, who's now 28-11. My team, Vegas, 20-15, is starting to make their move. They've done that in almost every sim I did. They start slow and come on towards June. So I'm happy about that. Let's go to the 22nd. We are going to play the 25th here. I'm going to pick a game in the 24th or 25th and play it. So let's go through these again. Okay, let's see. I don't see anything terribly interesting. Let's look at the standings. Cleveland 1.5 ahead of Lehigh. Berlin and Horsfez is still tied. Amazing. Still a 1.5 above Tampa Bay. Canada retakes the lead. Fred's must have lost. Let me find him up here. Fred's lost to Canada. Canada beat him 7-3. However, I won another game, 21-15. So this looks like every other sim we ever did. The three of us always fought for that position. Let's go to the 23rd. Fred's beats Canada 6-0. My team wins again 6-1. The games are over. Let's see if we have anything interesting. Musial 2 for 3. His 6th homer of the year as Manchester win. We go back to the Wind. Cleveland now only leads Lehigh by a half game. Horsfeathers in Berlin all tied up with Manchester 3.5 back. Amazing 1.5 over Tampa Bay in the water. Fred's retakes first place, flips it again on Canada. And there I am creeping up, only 4 games back. Let's see what's on the 25th before I... Here we go. I'll play a game on the 25th, but let's play the 24th. Fred's beats Canada again. And I defeated Deerfield Beach. Let's take a look at these games and see if there's anything. As we go over the score, Canada beats Fred's 5-3 in game 1. No more no-hitters or 3 home run games. Going into the last day that we will play before I pass this on to somebody else, Lehigh over Cleveland by a half a game. Berlin and over Horsfeathers by 1. In the water division, amazing getting a little space between them and Tampa Bay, 2.5 ahead. Fred's 2 ahead in the loss column to Canada. Canada is 4 ahead in the win column, but that still puts Fred's in first place in the fire division. I've creeped up to 23-15, only 3.5 games back. And we'll go to the 25th, the last day we'll play. Let's do these one at a time. We'll auto Deerfield Beach and Des Moines. Des Moines wins 4-3. Barber the winner, Lopat the loser. Amazing in Tampa Bay again. This time in Amazing's home park. Amazing wins 2-1. That gives them a 3.5 game lead in their division. Fred's at Florence. Fred's continues to win 9-6. Wilkes the winner, Bray the loser. Temporarily, Fred's is 2 games ahead of Canada in the loss column. Lehigh and T-ville 13-12. Watson 3 for 3, 2 home runs. A lot of runs scored in that game. Carpathian at St. Pete. Let's see what happens here. St. Pete wins 4 to 3. And this game, Canada and Vegas, we're going to play. Dizzy Trout on the mound for Canada. Ferguson Jenkins on the mound. And the reason why I chose this one to play is because I did my for the computer managers, people that are watching. I had Bobby Doerr has been injured through today's date. Bobby Doerr was listed in the starting lineup. He obviously didn't play in those previous games. I did not touch the computer manager, and the day he came off his injury, there he is. He's playing in there. So the computer manager works well. Let's go down to the field. Whoops. I'm sorry. I got to put Canada's lineup in. Welcome to Crosley Field for tonight's game between Canada and Vegas. Vegas has won 7 straight. Dizzy Trout starts for Canada. He's made 12 starts on the year. He is 10-1 with an ERA at 2.10. His first start against Vegas, he'll be opposed by Ferguson Jenkins. For Vegas, he's made 6 starts on the year and is 3-2 with an ERA of 3.71. His first start against Canada at 65 degrees, wind speed 7 miles per hour, in from right field, and we have a light rain.
Play ball.
In all fairness to Sean, I am not going to call any manager. I'm not going to override the computer manager because I don't think that'll be fair. We're just going to play this, Sean, and let the computer make all the calls. So here we go. Your lineup, Canada, K-Line batting first and right, Simmons catching, batting second, Norm Cash, the DH, batting third. Pujols, I love this lineup. This is the best lineup I've ever seen. Pujols at first base, batting fourth. Colavito in left, batting fifth. Escobar at short, batting sixth. Gloss at third, batting seventh. Hendrickson center, batting eighth. And Miles at second, batting ninth. In the outfield for the Vegas team, Braun in left, Pinson in center, Robinson in right. Darrell Evans at third, J.J. Hardy at second, at short, Bobby Doerr at second, Coleman at first, Sundberg behind the plate, Ferguson Jenkins on the mound. Here's the first pitch of the game. Ground ball, Evans, a great play over to Coleman. That is a play Gene Freeze wouldn't have made. Thank you, Big Clue. 1 down. Darrell Evans, sixth great play of the season. Coming up, Ted Simmons. Simmons is batting 266. A gaudy 9 home runs, 27 RBIs. Boy, this team can really bash. Here's Jenkins' pitch. Ground ball to second. Bobby Doerr up with it to Coleman at first. 2 up, 2 down, top of the first. Ferguson Jenkins now will face Norm Cash. 8 home runs, 24. I can't believe these numbers. 8 home runs, 24 RBIs. He's batting only .468. How do they get him out? Let's find out. They're not going to get him out today. Base hit Norm Cash. Pinson up with it, throws it to Hardy. Cash at first. The only good thing about Cash, he's not really a threat to steal. Pujols stepping in. Pujols is only batting .274 with 8 home runs and 32 RBIs. I laugh looking at these home run totals. Jenkins checks cash at first, gets his sign from Sundberg. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into center field. Pinson backing up, and he puts it away for the out right in front of the center field wall. Inning is over at the top half of the first. No runs for Canada. We go to the bottom of the first, and the Stars are coming up. Here we go. The Vegas team, Pinson, as things pop up all over the place on this field. Pinson in center field batting first. Oliver, the DH, batting second. Bobby Doerr batting third at second. Frank Robinson in right batting fourth. Braun in left field batting fifth. Darrell Evans hitting sixth at third. J.J. Hardy at short seventh. Coleman at first batting eighth. And Sundberg catching and batting ninth. In the field, Colavito, Hendrick, and Kaline. Infield, Gloss, Escobar, Miles, Pujols, Simmons catching, Trout pitching. Stepping in, Pinson batting .333 on the season, couple of home runs, 17 RBIs. Here's the first pitch. And he walks him. Pinson on first. Nobody out. Al Oliver stepping in, batting .262, 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Trout checks Pinson at first. Here's the pitch. Gets away from Simmons, but nobody goes anywhere. We're going to do this all over again. Pinson is almost picked off by Trout. That was quite the move, but Pinson gets back safely. Trout trying to hold Vada Pinson close. Here's the pitch. He struck him out. One down. Bottom of the first. Runner on first. Stepping up, Bobby Doerr. Only 73 at-bats. He's been injured half the season, but he's back today. A home run, 7 runs batted in, .342. Pinson takes his lead. Trout gets his sign. Here's the pitch. There's a bounding ball to first base. Pujols up with it. Steps on the bag. Gets Doerr for the out. Pinson advances to second base with 2 outs. Pinson takes his lead. Trout glances back at him. Frank Robinson stepping in, batting .276 with 9 home runs. 33 runs batted in. Here's Trout's pitch. There is a blooper into right field, but Miles, it's over his head. It just got by him. Pinson is going to round third. He's going to score. Frank Robinson knocks in the first run of the game. The Vegas Stars lead Canada 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun hitting .291 with 5 home runs. 26 runs batted in. Frank Robinson, a stealing threat at first base. Excuse me while I get my cursor in the right spot. Trout checks the runner. Here's the pitch. There goes Robinson. That wasn't even close. 7th stolen base of the year for Frank. Trout glances back at him. Here's the pitch. Braun hits a bounding ball to Escobar at short. Easy play over to first. Pujols puts it away. And no, it drops the ball. That ball was thrown upstairs. Pujols leaps. It was over his head. Robertson scores. The ball went into the stands, and Braun goes to second. Error number 2 on Yunil Escobar. Score now 2-0. Vegas. Trout pitching pretty well, but not getting any breaks. Miles almost caught that single that knocked in the first run. Escobar throws it into the stands for the second run of the inning. Trout is still out there. This time he faces Darrell Evans, .243, 2 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Braun at second in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Evans. Ground ball back to the mound. Trout's going to do it all by himself. Throws to first for the out. The inning is over at the end of one. Stars lead 2-0. Ferguson Jenkins will face the center of this order, Colavito, Escobar, and Troy Glass. As my cursor goes all over the place, got to get it back down here. Here we go. Jenkins into his windup. Colavito hits a bounding ball to Evans at third. Long throw across the diamond to the ball's in the dirt apparently. Colavito is safe. There's a throwing error. The ball was in the dirt. Coleman could not dig it out. That's error number 8 on Darrell Evans. 2 errors in this game, one by each team. Colavito at first, not really a running threat. Let's see if Escobar can make up for that throw by doing something offensively. Jenkins checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in the right center field. Robinson moving over, puts it away for the out. It is a great play. It must have been a running play, but we'll never know because they don't tell us. 1 down, runner at first, top of the second. Troy Glass up, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs, 233 for Glass on the season. Is Jenkins' pitch. He walks him. Canada has runners on first and second. What you don't need to do is give this Canada team free walks so they have extra runners on base. Jenkins will now face George Hendrick. 6 home runs, 19 runs batted in, 241, 1 out, runners on first and second. Here's Jenkins' pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Hardy up with it to Dorr for 1, over to first. Double play. The inning is over. The inning's over. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Vegas. Trout now will face Hardy, who started the double play, Coleman, who made the error, and Sundberg, the catcher, batted 7, 8, and 9. Hardy batting .257, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. Excuse me as I locate that mouse again. Here we go. Here's Trout's pitch to Hardy. That is a pop-up in the shallow left field. That's going to keep drifting. Escobar couldn't go any further for this one, but he's going to put it away for the out. That is a great play again. Some good defensive plays in this game. Trout now facing Coleman. Coleman hitting a paltry 154, only 4 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Here's Trout's pitch. He goes down swinging. 2 up, 2 down for Vegas as Jim Sundberg batting .283 with no home runs, 13 runs batted in. Trout delivers. There is a ground ball in the left field, base hit in the hole. Sundberg rounds first, takes a big turn, but goes back as Colavito throws it back in. And Vegas has a runner on first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Top of the order up in the form of Vada Pinson. Pinson walked his first time up, 2 home runs, 17 runs batted in, 333. Trout checks Sundberg to keep him close. Here's the pitch. Pinson hits a routine fly ball into right field. Kaline camps under it, puts it away. For the out, we go to the top of the third. Vegas leads Canada 2-0. Jenkins this inning will face the bottom of the order. Miles face then we go to the top, Kaline and Simmons. Miles 314. That's pretty good for bottom of the order hitter. Fergie winds and fires. Miles hits a ground ball right back to Jenkins, over to Coleman for the out. One up, one down. Someone is injured. And that was Aaron Miles. He's out of the game. Kaline stepping in, 0 for 1 today. Hall of Famer Al Kaline, 302, 8 home runs, 30 RBIs. Jenkins got his sign. Here's the pitch. Bounding ball to Evans at third. Cross the diamond to Coleman for the out. 2 up, 2 down for Canada here in the top of the third inning as Ferguson Jenkins will face Ted Simmons, batting .264, 9 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. It's at Coleman, but he's going to boot it for his 4th error of the season, and Simmons is on first with 2 outs. 3 errors in this game. Neither team performing very well in the field. Norm Cash due up. The last thing you want to do is give Canada extra outs because Cash can really hit. Simmons takes his lead off of first. Jenkins looks over, gets his sign from the catcher. Here's the pitch. It's a base hit. That's going to be all the way to the wall. That probably will score Simmons as Robinson picks it up. He throws the ball in. Cash is on second with a double. And like I said, you can't give this team extra runners because they'll kill you. It's now 2-1 Vegas as an unearned run comes in off the bat of Norm Cash. Now you got to deal with Pujols with Cash in scoring position. He takes his lead. Ferguson Jenkins gets the sign from Sundberg. Here's the pitch. He struck him out. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-1 Vegas. Here in the bottom of the third, the Vegas Stars have, I hate that. Stuff pops up everywhere. Oliver, Dorr, and Robertson hit his 2, 3, and 4. Oliver batting .260. 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. Here's Trout's pitch. Oliver hits a fly ball in the right field. Kaline backing up. Puts it away for the out in front of the fence. 1 down. Bobby Dorr 0 for 1. 338 on the season. Here's Trout's pitch. There is a line drive in the left field. That's a base hit for Bobby Dorr. Keith Hernandez is at first base. Pujols is at second base, in case we missed it. The reason why Hernandez's name isn't there, obviously, for some reason, that must be too long when it comes in with the first base. I'm not sure, but that's my guess. Frank Robinson stepping in. He's 1 for 1 on the day, 281 on the season. Runner on first is Bobby Dorr. Here's Trout's pitch. He struck him out. 2 down here in the bottom of the third is Braun stepping in. Ryan Braun hitting .289 on the season, 5 home runs. Dorr at first. Trout throws. And there's a line drive in the left field. Colavito picks it up on the hop. What will Bobby Dorr do? He's going to go to third. He's going to be safe. Braun is going to go to second. He is safe. And now there's runners on second and third all of a sudden with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. How things change. Do you want me to change anybody around? I don't know. They didn't ask me to put someone in. They just put someone in because the computer is in control. I apologize. I can take it off computer control if you want. Sean, you tell me. Put Pujols at first. That means Hernandez is going to be out of the game. You realize that, right? Okay. Pujols is back at first. And I'm assuming you want Lopez at second. That's your only option. I'm waiting for an answer, but I don't need an answer because that's what the only option. There we go. Sorry you're without Hernandez, but that's what happens when it's on computer control. Darrell Evans stepping in, runners on second and third. Evans 0 for 1 on the day, hitting 240 on the season. Here's Trout's pitch. There's a little dribbler up the middle. Escobar, great play, throws to first, gets him. Canada gets out of the inning without any damage, and we go to the top of the fourth, 2-1 Vegas. Top of the fourth inning, Colavito followed by Escobar and Troy Glass. Here's Jenkins' pitch to Rocky. Struck him out. Stepping up, Escobar. Escobar, no home runs, no RBIs, 40 at-bats, batting 175. Here's Jenkins' pitch. He hits a ground ball to short. Hardy up with it. Throw over to Coleman. He's out. I don't like to call him an out before he catches the ball in today's game with 3 errors already. Troy Glass stepping in. 233, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. Jenkins' pitch. Fly ball into center field. Pinson backing up. He puts it away in front of the wall. 3 up, 3 down for Canada. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Vegas. Here we go. Bottom of the fourth, Hardy, Coleman, and Sundberg, the bottom part of the order. Boy, I hate that. Okay. Here we go. Trout to face Hardy. Hardy 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Line drive in a right at Escobar. He leaped and put it away for the out. 1 away. Trout to face Coleman. Coleman hitting 153 on the season. Coleman 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Pujols at first. He's up with it. Steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Bottom of the fourth. This inning's going quickly. Sundberg 1 for 1, 290 on the season. Here's Trout's pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to Troy Glass. It's going to be an easy 1-2-3 inning as Pujols catches it, puts it away. We go to the top of the fifth inning. Still 2-1 Vegas. Ferguson Jenkins will face Hendrick, Lopez, the ninth hitter, and Kaline, the top of the order. Hendrick 0 for 1. Here's Jenkins. He walks him. Jenkins' second walk of the day. Felipe Lopez up. This is his first at-bat of the year. Jenkins checks Hendrick at first. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to third. Evans up with it. To Door for one, over to first. That's going to be a double play. Two down all of a sudden. So instead of a runner on second or a runner on first and one out, we've got nobody on and 2 outs. Al Kaline 0 for 2, 301 hitter this season. Faces Ferguson Jenkins. Here's his pitch. There's going to be a ground ball right at Coleman. Coleman doesn't boot this one, steps on the bag. Runner is out. Inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Vegas. Okay. Trout this inning will face the top of the Stars order. Pinson followed by Oliver and Door. Pinson 0 for 1, 331 on the season. Trout fires. Pinson hits a little dribbler down the third baseline. Poor play by Gloss. That's going to mean Pinson will be safe at first. Poor play number 4, Troy Gloss. Trout now will face Oliver, who is 0 for 2 today, 257 on the season. Pinson at first. Trout checks on him. Here's his pitch. There goes Pinson. But he's not going to go far because that's popped up behind home plate. Will he catch it? We're going to have to wait and see. Foul ball. We get to do this all over again. Pinson at first. Trout on the mound. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. He throws over. Pinson gets back in time. We get to do it one more time. Here's Trout's pitch. Another slow roller to third. Troy Gloss up with it. Gonna have to throw to first to get Oliver as Pinson's too fast. They don't get him at second. One down, runner in scoring position for Vegas for Bobby Doerr, who's 1 for 2 today. 347 on the season. Trout checks on Pinson. Gets his sign from Simmons. Here's the pitch. Bobby Doerr, it's a ground ball. It's in a right field. Let's see. Kaline's got a good arm. Pinson is going to hold at third. That ball was hit too hard, and Kaline throws too well. Runners on first and second, 6th hit of the game for the Stars. They have runners on first and third. Stepping to the plate, the number 4 hitter, Frank Robinson, 9 home runs, 34 runs batted in, 279, 1 for 2 game today so far. Trout checks both runners. Here's his pitch. He struck him out. 2 down. Will Trout get out of it? That was one clutch at bat for Trout. Ryan Braun stepping up. 5 home runs, 26 runs batted in, a 293 average. Runners still at first and third, 2 away. Will Canada escape? Let's find out. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second baseman Lopez, over to first. Canada gets out of the inning. The Vegas does not score after having runners on first and third with only 1 out. We go to the top of the 6th, 2-1 Vegas. This is a good game. Top of the order, number 2 hitter Simmons, followed by Cash and Pujols. They did the damage in the 3rd inning. Ferguson Jenkins, 5 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Simmons batting .287. Here's the pitch. Ground ball into left field. Might have been a line drive because that's sticking somewhere. I've never seen it. That's got to be a double when it comes down, right? He's on second. It was a poor play by Evans. Let's see what it says here. Well, I only have the second half of it, but that's probably, as I described it, it was probably a ground ball misplayed by Darrell Evans, went into the corner, and it's a double by Simmons, a tying run on second base. Nobody out to face. Norm Cash is 2 for 2. 479. It's only a matter of time before he gets to 500. Here's Jenkins' pitch. It's a ground ball right at Hardy. He's going to throw him out. There's going to be another error on this play. Cash is going to score. It's going to tie the game. It's a high throw. Coleman goes up, can't make the play. It's into the seats. Cash to second. Both teams have them. We now have 4 errors in the game. Hard to believe these guys are making so many errors, but they are. Cash representing the go-ahead run at second. Pujols steps to the plate. Here's Jenkins' pitch. Struck him out. 1 down, Cash still at second. Rocky Colavito 0 for 2 on the day, batting .294 with 9 home runs. 34 runs batted in. Jenkins checks Cash. Here's the pitch to Colavito. There's a line drive. Evans puts it away for the out. 2 down. Escobar stepping in. Escobar, 171 hitter. 0 for 2 today. Jenkins throws. Escobar's going to hit a base hit up the middle. He's going to end up on second with a double. Canada now takes a 3-2 lead. Ferguson Jenkins allowed no earned runs in this game. If he loses this game, it's certainly going to be a hard luck loss as he faces Troy Glaus. 0 for 1. 231 on the season. Runner on second. Here's Jenkins' pitch. That's going to be another base hit in the center field. Another run's going to score. Canada piling it on. It's now 4-2. Troy Glaus at first. Hendrick stepping in. Hendrick batting .239. 6 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Jenkins 106 pitches through 6 innings. He definitely won't make the end of this game. Here's the pitch. Is that going to be the third hit to center field in a row? No, it's not. It is? Who knows what it is? It's a double. That was quite a chalkboard play, Dave Koch. Here we go. Jenkins up. I don't know how you could call that play from the chalkboard, but there it was. Runners on second and third. Fergie Jenkins still on the mound. The computer's leaving him in. Therefore, I'm going to leave him in. Felipe Lopez 0 for 1 on the season. Here's the pitch to Jenkins. He walks him. Bases loaded. Top of the order. Al Kaline, 299, 8 home runs, 30 runs batted in. Kaline can put this game out of reach with one swing of the bat as Ferguson Jenkins now is up to 115 pitches. I can pull him if I want. I want to pull him, but I'm not going to pull him. I'm going to let the computer handle it. Ground ball back to the mound, over to Coleman for the out. The inning is over at the end of 5.5, 4-2 Canada. That was some chalkboard play. Canada will face Evans, Hardy, and Coleman here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Canada has 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Stars 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm going to have to improve the defense if I'm going to expect to win, because you can't beat Canada giving them all those chances. Darrell Evans 0 for 2 on the day, 237 on the season. Here's Trout's pitch. Ground ball back to the mound. Trout up with it to Pujols for the out. 1 down. J.J. Hardy stepping in. He's 0 for 2 also on the day, 253, 3 home runs. 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. Here's Trout's pitch. Hardy hits it to center field. Hendrick coming in. He's under it. He's got it 2 up, 2 down, bottom of the 6th inning. Stars down by 2. Gordy Coleman hitting a pretty lousy 152, 4 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Trout throws, and it's not going to improve with this ground ball up the middle. Lopez scoops it up, throws him out. We go to the top of the 7th inning, 4-2 Canada. Ferguson Jenkins still on the mound. Still no earned runs in this game, even though Canada has scored 4 runs. That, you can't expect to win and give a team 4 unearned runs. That just doesn't work that way in baseball. Ted Simmons, batting .267, steps to the plate. Here's Jenkins' pitch. Fly ball deep to right field. Jack Robinson just watches it off the wall. Another double for Simmons. It is double number 2. Computers leaving Ferguson Jenkins in. Have no idea why. Norm Cash up 2 for 3. This smells run all over it. Jenkins gets the sign. Intentionally walks Cash. Well, at least that means the computer's awake. Runners on first and second. Of course, he has no earned runs. That's why the computer's leaving him in. So here's the pitch. Struck him out. Maybe the computer knows more than I do. Colavito coming up. 292, 9 home runs, 34 runs batted in. Runners at first and second. That's Jenkins' 4th strikeout of the game. Here's the pitch to Rocky. He hits a fly ball in the left center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall, isn't it? No, Braun makes a fine catch in front of the scoreboard. Everybody's got to go back to his base. And now there's 2-way runners on first and second. Ferguson Jenkins, 133 pitches into his outing here. If he gets Escobar, he's one lucky man this inning. Escobar hitting 190. Ferguson Jenkins checks Simmons, checks Cash. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to Coleman at first. Coleman going to take it to the bag himself. Vegas gets out of the inning. Here we go, bottom of the 7th. 4-2 Canada. Stars down to their last 9 outs. They're going to bring up the bottom of the order. Sundberg followed by Pinson and Oliver at the top of the order. Trout today has pitched 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 1 earned run. He's allowed more earned runs than Ferguson Jenkins, but he leads in this game 4-2 because of the lousy fielding on the part of my team. Here's Trout's pitch to Sundberg. Ground ball to short. Escobar up with it. Over the pause for the out. One down. Bottom of the seventh. Veda Pinson 1 for 2 on the day, hitting .335 on the season. Here's Trout's pitch. Fly ball in the shallow left field. Colavito playing him perfectly, coming and puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down, bottom of the seventh. Al Oliver 0 for 3. Al batting .255 on the season. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball into center field. Hendrick hardly has to move. He puts that one away. 3 up, 3 down for Canada. And after allowing 2 runs in the first inning, Trout has shut down the Vegas Stars and shut them out. After inning number 1, we go to the top of the 8th, 4-2 Canada. Okay, here we go in the 8th inning. Glaus, Hendrick, and Lopez up. If there's a weak part of Canada's order, it's the bottom part of the order in this particular lineup. Glaus hitting .239. Jenkins 137 pitches in. Here it is. He's still got some gas. He strikes him out. He just turned red. Let's see what the computer does. As George Hendrick steps in batting .245, the number 8 hitter. Jenkins gets the sign. Fly ball into center field. Pinson moving to his left, puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down, top of the 8th. 146 pitches. Felipe Lopez, the second baseman, 0 for 1 today. Walked his last time up. Here's the pitch by Jenkins. Lopez hits a line drive to Bobby Doerr at second. Puts it away for the out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 4-2 Canada. I may be losing, but this is a good game, even with the errors. Here we go. Vegas sends up Doerr, Robinson, and Braun. Doerr 2 for 3 on the day. Trout shutting out the Stars after allowing 2 runs in the first inning. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball through the hole into left field. Base hit to begin the 8th inning. Bobby Doerr's 3rd hit of the day. This is his first game back after a 10-game stint on the bench with an injury. Frank Robinson 1 for 3. Represents the tying run. 9 home runs, 34 RBIs, 277 hitter. And if there was ever a time for a home run, as far as I'm concerned, it would be now. Here's Trout's pitch. Foul ball. We're going to do this again. Doerr takes his lead. Trout gets his sign. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to be into center field. Bobby Doerr's going to hold at second. Hendrick gets the ball in quickly. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th. Robinson represents the tying run with Ryan Braun due up, who's 1 for 3 today. 291 on the year, 5 home runs, 26 RBIs. He lined a single to left in the 3rd inning. Trout checks both runners. That was his 100th pitch of the game. Trout gets his sign. Here's the pitch. Braun hits a slow roller down the 3rd baseline. Troy Glaus up with it. Across the diamond, but Braun is going to beat it out. He's safe. The bases are loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the 8th inning. You know, part of me wants to end the game here and leave it like this. This is exciting. But we have to send up Darrell Evans. He's 0 for 3. Evans, 234 on the season. In today's game, he's grounded to the pitcher, grounded to short, grounded to the pitcher again. Let's see what he can do with the bases loaded. Nobody out, bottom of the eighth. Trout winds and fires. He walks him. Trout walks in the third run of the game. That is highly unlike Dizzy Trout. Bases still loaded. Now we got a one-run game. Nobody out. Hardy 0 for 3, 252 on the year. He popped to short, line to short, and flied shallow to center. He needs to do something better than that if the Vegas Stars are going to get back into this ball game. Trout checks the runners. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball into deep left field. Colavito backing up. He's going to put it away. Robinson's going to score easily on this one. No throw. The game is tied at 4 apiece. One down here in the bottom of the eighth. Now the go-ahead run is at second base in the form of Braun. Darrell Evans at first. Coleman up. Coleman 0 for 3, batting a sickly 150. Let's see what he can do with runners on first and second. Trout checks the runners. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive in the right center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Braun is going to score. Evans is going to go in the third. That was a poor play by someone. That was Gordy Coleman's fourth double of the season. Even though he hit 150, he came through there. That was a poor play on George Hendrick, apparently. 3 runs score here in the bottom of the eighth inning as the Vegas Stars take a 5-4 lead on Canada. MV checks in. Thank you for coming by, MV. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to the chat, so I apologize. Sundberg stepping in 1 for 3. He's got insurance runs at third and second. Third is Evans, Coleman at second. Trout is still on the mound with 113 pitches. Coleman doubling takes the double play away from here, this situation. Sundberg is batting .284. Trout trying to keep those runners close. Here's his pitch to Sundberg. Sundberg is going to hit a ball right back to the mound. Trout bobbles it, but it still makes the play. He gets him at first. There's now 2 outs. He booted it, but he picked it up and threw to first for the out. That was fitting in this game. Vada Pinson, the top of the order, due up. 1 for 3 on the day, 333 on the year. Insurance runs on the bases. Trout gets his sign from Simmons. Here's the pitch. There's a slow roller to second. Lopez is up with it. He's going to throw to first. Pujols gets it. We go to the top of the ninth. Vegas leads 5-4. Ferguson Jenkins is still in. Hard to believe he's going to let him stay in. I could wait here a long way. I can tell you what, I'm going to stick to my word. I would change pitches if I was managing, but the computer is the computer. Dan Dreesen is at first. Bert Campanez is short. It's short. Yes, Steve, not only do I have pull when tired on, I have always bring in the closer on this guy. Here, I'll show you. Well, I don't have the always pull the closer. Always pull when tired. Now, I hope Sean doesn't get mad at me, but I'm going to pull him. And that's the reason I'm pulling him. It says always pull when tired. I guess I should have clicked that, huh? Sean, if you object to me pulling the closer, let me know now. I'm going to wait a minute. Thank you, Sean. You're a gentleman. Goodbye, Ferguson. You may not change the computer lineup. Do I really have that on computer? How about that? I did have it on computer. Unbelievable. Hard to believe. Okay. Balfour on the mound to face Kaline. He's 0 for 4, 297. Can you see your bench? You may. Okay, I will. Well, since I picked the pitcher, I guess I have no complaints as he pitches to Kaline. Fly ball in the center field. Pinson under it. One down. Ted Simmons batting 272. He's 2 for 4 in today's game. Simmons grounded to second, grounded to first, then lined a double and again in the sixth, and in the seventh doubled again off the wall down the right field line. Balfour allowed Joe Nathan to pitch. No. So now you want Joe Nathan to pitch. Here we go. Balfour pitches. Fly ball, left center field. That's deep. That's back there. Braun is under it. He puts it away in front of the scoreboard. That's a second play like that today. And Canada is down to their final out. Balfour to face Norm Cash. And if he was going to face a guy in the lineup, this is the guy I don't want him to face. Norm Cash, 474, 2 for 3 on the day. Lined a single, doubled off the wall. He grounded to short, and he was intentionally walked. I'm not even going to call it. Allow Joe Nathan to pitch. No. Here's the pitch. Right back to the mound. Balfour to Dreesen. Game is over. The Vegas Stars defeat Canada in one of the best games I've watched all year, 5-4. Terrific game, Sean. The Stars 5-10 and 3 big errors. Canada 4-7-1. All 4 of their runs unearned. Simmons played a good game. Cash played a good game. Single hits by everybody else. On the Stars side, Bobby Doerr had 3 hits, 2 hits by Frank Robinson, 2 hits by Braun. Bunch those all together, they get some runs. Pitching rise. The losing pitcher, Trout, went in innings, 10 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. He's now 10-2. Jenkins, who's 4-2. 8 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, no earned runs in the game, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks. That was something else. To speed this along as we're into our second hour, we go back to the 25th. That was the last game. That was the last game of that I'm going to do. We're going to pick up on the 26th. I know that's not a Sunday or a Monday, but I went over my Sunday date here. Anyway, just in a brief review, there's some really good races going on here. Lehigh and Cleveland, 27 wins, 17 losses apiece. They're tied in the win division. In the Earth division, Berlin 27-14, Horse-Feathers 27-16, only 1 game back. Manchester 23-18, 4 games back. That's one hell of a race. Amazing, with a slight 3.5 game lead over Tampa Bay in the water division. We saw them play earlier tonight. And in the fire division, it looks like a 3-horse race. Fred's in first place, 27-11, tied with Canada, who was 30-14, and my team Vegas, 3.5 games back, 24-15. Anyway, that's it from here tonight. I will have the injuries, the standings, and league leaders posted, and the league file all posted within an hour of me signing off. I want to thank everybody for coming by. I've enjoyed it. I certainly have our fun on Discord, and we'll see everybody on Discord a little later this evening. Anyway, hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Talk to you all later.